Good morning, this is Kasturi Day. Today I'm going to start with the Reproduction in Humans question answer series. This is according to ICSE syllabus class 8. Okay, I'm starting with the question answer series now. So, first one is take the most correct answer, appropriate answer. External fertilization occurs mostly in human beings, frogs, snakes, and birds. The answer is B. The frogs. Sperms are produced by urethra, testis, ovaries. The answer is testis. Testes are present in a sac called sternum, scrotum, sperm duct, semen. It is scrotum. The sperms reach the urethra by traveling through the scrotum, testis, sperm duct, vagina. The answer is the sperm duct. The release of an egg from an ovary is called fertilization, menopause, menstruation, ovulation. The answer is ovulation. In human females, fertilization of egg takes place in the ovary, uterus, vagina, fallopian tube. The answer is fallopian tube. From the third week of development till the end of the second month of pregnancy, the developing organism is called infant, embryo, fetus, zygote. The answer is B, that is embryo. The female sex hormones secreted by the ovaries are the progesterone, progesterone, and estrogen. C is thyroxine and testosterone. D is estrogen and testosterone. The answer is progesterone and estrogen. Fill in the blanks. Now we start with the fill in the blanks. When an ovum fuses with a sperm outside the body, it is called external fertilization. Testes produce male sex hormone called testosterone. Fertilization of ovum takes place in the fallopian tube or oviducts. The females have 28-day long reproductive cycle called menstrual cycle. The embryo is attached to the uterus by a structure called a placenta. Human fertilization occurs in the dash and the baby develops in the dash. Human fertilization occurs in the fallopian tube and the baby develops in the uterus. Dash fluid, that is amniotic fluid, acts like a cushion and protects the developing fetus in the uterus. The time period between fertilization and birth is called gestation or pregnancy. The dash is the process by which living organisms produce their own kind, that is reproduction. Human beings do not have any asexual method of reproduction. The reproductive cells are produced in definite organs called gonads. The uterus opens in a wide muscular tube called the vagina. A zygote, is formed as a result of fertilization. The female gamete are called sperms. The sperms travel through the sperm duct or the vas deferens to reach the urethra. The ovaries are the ovaries are almond-shaped oval glands situated in the pelvic or the hip region. The cervix is narrow and opens to the outside through a muscular tube called the vagina. Next, we come to the true and false. Sperms are produced by the prostate gland. It is not prostate gland. It is for the statement is false. The answer is testis. It is produced by the testis. Sperms are produced by testis. In human beings, fertilization takes place in the fallopian tube. That's true. The zygote fixes itself in the vagina. No, it's false. The answer is it fixes itself in the uterus. Adolescence is the period of physical and psychological development from childhood to adulthood. That's true. Sexual reproduction involves the fusion of an egg and a spore. It's not the spore, it's an ovum. So the statement is false. The ovum is carried from the ovary to the uterus by the vas deferens. No, its statement is false. The answer is the ovum is carried from the ovary to the uterus by the fallopian tube. Estrogen is a female sex hormone. That's true. Normally, 2 eggs are released from one of the ovaries every month. it's false. The statement is false. It's one egg is released at a time from one of the ovaries every month. The formation of individual from the zygote is called development. That's true. Now we come to the name of the name the followings. The female reproductive cell is known as ovum. The other name for sperm duct is vas deferens. The lower narrow part of the uterus is cervix. The other name for oviducts is fallopian tube. The period of physical and psychological development from childhood to adulthood, that is known as adolescence. Now we come to define the following terms. Ovulation, the release of a mature egg from an ovary. Okay. Menstruation, it is the discharge of blood along with the broken lining of the uterine tissues in females. Fertilization, it's a fusion of the sperm with one ovum. It is a fusion of one sperm with one ovum. That is a sperm with an ovum. Then fetus, the developing embryo from the third month of pregnancy until birth. Differentiate the following: vas deferens and fallopian tube. Male gonadoct, which carries sperms away from the testes for ejaculation, also collect. Okay, vas deferens and fallopian tube is the differentiation. So first we come to the first point, that is male gonadoct, which carries sperms away from the testes for ejaculation, also collects secretion from the seminal vesicles before becoming ejaculatory duct and draining into the urethra. And fallopian tube is the female gonadoct which receives ova after ovulation from ovary. Here fertilization also takes place. Vas deferens is this vas deferens travels from scrotal sac to the abdominal cavity, whereas fallopian tube entirely is present in the abdominal cavity. Vas deferens length in adult male is about 30 centimeter, and fallopian tube in adult female it is about 12 centimeters. Vas deferens ligation, that is it is a process of sterilization of males. Okay, so ligation of vas deferens is known as vasectomy, whereas ligation of fallopian tube is known as tubectomy. Then we come to the difference between zygote and embryo. Zygote is the term which is derived from the Greek word that is zygotos, meaning join. The term, it is used from the Latin word which is embryum, meaning that grows. Okay, zygote is unicellular, whereas embryo is multicellular. Zygote is the process of formation of a zygote. The process of formation of the zygote is known as fertilization, whereas the process of formation of embryo is known as embryogenesis. Now, the difference between embryo and fetus. Now, embryo is formed by the repeated shell division of a zygote, whereas fetus by the growth and development of an embryo. An unborn baby in the uterus in the early stages of development, that is from the third week of development till the end of the second month, that is known as embryo, and fetus is an unborn baby in the uterus in the later stages of the development, that is third month until birth, that is known as fetus. Now we come to the difference between the sperm and the ovum. Okay, so sperm is what? It's the male gamete, which is long, motile, flagellated cell and is differentiated into head, neck, middle piece and tail. Whereas ovum, it is the female gamete where the cells are rounded spheres and it is not mobile and but differentiated into different regions. Then sperm is very small in size, whereas ovum is large in size. Sperm can move, ovum cannot move. It's not able to move. Sperm in the middle piece, mitochondria forms a spiral and are compactly arranged, whereas ovum as mitochondria are scattered in the cytoplasm. Then in the sperm, cytoplasm is present in small amount, whereas in ovum, cytoplasm is present in the large amount. In the sperm, nucleus is condensed with no nucleoplasm, whereas in the ovum, nucleus contains nucleoplasm. In the sperm, there is either X or Y chromosomes present, whereas in the ovum, only X chromosomes are present. In the sperm, centrioles are present, and in ovum, centrioles are absent. In the sperms, they are produced in the testes, whereas ovums are produced in the ova are produced in the ovaries. Next, we come to external and internal fertilization. External fertilization is the fusion of the male and the female gamete taking place in the external environment, that is in the water bodies. Internal fertilization, the fusion of the male and the female gamete taking place inside the body of the female. External fertilization, in case of external fertilization, numerous gametes, the sperms and eggs, are produced and are released to the environment, whereas in case of internal fertilization, less number of sperms are produced. Only here sperms are produced which are deposited inside the female body. In case of external fertilization, both male and female release or discharge their gametes in the external surroundings, whereas in internal fertilization, only male gametes are released or discharged into the female genital tract. Then further process of development occurs outside the body in case of external fertilization. In case of internal fertilization, further process and development occurs outside the inside the body, okay, inside the body of the female. An example is amphibia, algae, fish in case of external fertilization. Internal fertilization examples are mammals including humans, reptiles, birds, etc. Excuse me. Then offspring produced are in large numbers in case of external fertilization. In case of internal fertilization, offspring produced are in less numbers. In case of external fertilization, there are fewer chances of survival of the offspring as there is no parental care. In case of internal fertilization, excuse me, there are more chances of survival of offspring as they get parental care. Okay. So I'll stop here. I'll continue with the rest of the question answers in my next video. Please go through this. If you have any doubt, please do write in the comment box. And if you like the video, press the like button so that I can produce some more interesting videos for you, and you can that can help you a lot. And one more thing, if you are a new viewer to my channel or not subscribed yet, please do subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe here so that you can get the notification of my next video. Thank you.